All right, what are you asking me today? Is that what you said?
I said, what do we ask you that's changed?
Yeah, exactly. So if there isn't anything, I'll just move on. But if
I was
Steve Dodgers pitching, they have the bullpen to make it.
that's a great question. Great question.
I've been thinking about it. I need some answers.
So do I. So do I.
Now that your flag is forward, is in Jordan Bell. What are your
Jordan is a typical NBA rookie. His head's spinning a little bit. Very talented player. He's shown some really good things. He's trying to pick up our offense and our concepts. He's got a natural feel for the game, and I think he's going to be a very good player in this league. But every rookie goes through a tough transition.
Is the body yet? Already that part.
Yeah. I mean, he's a modern day 5. Undersized 5 with the ability to move and guard multiple spots and guard screen and roll, but block shots at the same time. He's got a lot of ability. He might have been considered a tweener 15 years ago, so he was born at the right time. The game's changed, and he actually fits the style of play in today's game.
Most of the head spinning, I assume there's probably mistakes or things you forget. Some of the plays that stick out that he rotates over, gets a block, anything like that.
More, I would say, just offensively, picking up everything that we do, being in the right spot, running things crisply. You can see him thinking when we call a play, and he's involved in the play. He's thinking about where he should be instead of instinctively playing, and that'll come.
Are all the veterans past that?
Oh yeah. Vets are past it. We're good.
I know this is a difficult thing to ask. You've got 3 veterans and three young guys. Do the older guys work with the younger guys?
Oh yeah. The older guys bring the younger guys aside and tell them, give them a hint here, a clue there, and that's all part of the team process of making sure everybody's teaching, everybody's learning.
Well, there's another way to look at it. I mean, they can see these young guys and how they did it.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Take my time, take my job. That's another way to look at it. That's why I asked that question.
I don't think any of our old guys are worried about the young guys taking their job at this point. Maybe down the road, but not right now.
Because a lot of young rookies wouldn't probably like to go to an established team, a team that's trying to win, but you seem to always be able to find ways to integrate young guys. What is it about the way you do things?
I think more than anything, it's the talent that we have allows us to integrate young players. I could probably put you out there with Steph and KD. Not Monty, but I could definitely put you out there, and you'd do okay. But it's a huge blessing for somebody like Jordan Bell in his first NBA experience to go out there with 3 or 4 All-Stars. He's going to look better. He's going to feel better. He's going to gain more confidence. I think the fact that we have the team that we do and all of the talent, that allows us to incorporate guys without losing too much ground. And so it's a good place for a young player to grow.
Was Pop the first coach that you saw doing that? Like,
Phil Jackson.
Yeah. What players stick out that Phil Jackson did that?
Everybody. Didn't matter who you were. Phil wouldn't let you go more than a couple weeks without throwing you into the middle of a game, even just for a couple minutes. You had to stay on your toes. But what really jumps out with Phil is how many times in a playoff game he would throw somebody out there who made a big impact. Bobby Hansen, Judd Bushler, Stacey King. I mean, a lot of guys. Corey Blunt. We just had guys who maybe weren't part of the regular rotation, and it was a matchup that fit. And because of all the work that guys had done in the regular season and the playing time they had, they were prepared for the playoffs. And that's what we try to do, keep everybody ready.
Last year, this time, Steve, Pat had raised a lot of eyebrows, kind of impressed some people. A year later, I mean, do you see just even further evolution of his game and of his physique and so forth? Have you seen any more from that?
More mature, more confident. Just more confident in what we're trying to accomplish as a group, and awareness of the NBA game. And so, I mean, he's not lighting it up and scoring 20 points in the scrimmages. He's just doing all the right things it's one of those players who just kind of seems to have a knack for making the right play.
How have you seen JaVale progress now that he's been with you guys a year?
JaVale is, to be honest, he was great last year, in camp. He's definitely a little more comfortable with what we're doing offensively. But he's been in this league for a while. I mean, he was effective right from the beginning last year, but the surroundings make it easier for anybody when you have a year under your belt.
What was your reaction when you found out he was coming back? Especially
I was thrilled. I was thrilled. JaVale not only helped us win a ton of games last year, but he's just fun to have on the team. He's a fun human being, great teammate. So I was excited. I mean, he's doing well. He's ahead of schedule, but he's not going through any drills or anything. Just shooting and doing rehab stuff.
What can you hope to get out of that first preseason game on Saturday?
Conditioning, we just want to keep building our conditioning. I mean, we just had a 12-minute scrimmage, and guys were tired by the end of the 12-minute scrimmage. So in a few weeks, we got to play 48. It's going to be hard. So got to keep building and hopefully, execute and get conditioning at the same time.
You only have 4 preseason games. Are you planning to limit guys' minutes?
Yeah, the young guys aren't going to play a whole lot. It's just the way it is. Normally, you take a game or two and you give the young guys a good look, but with only 4 games, we're not going to be able to have that luxury.
Steve, we don't always see the group, when you break practice like that. What was going on in the middle of that?
Oh, it was Mike Err's birthday, so the rookies had to sing "Happy Birthday" to Mike.
Okay, yeah, it looked a little more animated than.
They were really bad.
Were they?
The singing was horrible. Johnny, our young trainer, was so stiff in the singing, and he was like trying to move a little bit, but his butt wouldn't move, and he had no rhythm, and it's an embarrassing performance.
Yeah, you walked away, and so did Livingston.
Yeah, it's okay though. Tomorrow's another day. KD's birthday. They'll get another crack at the happy birthday song. Hopefully they can bring a better effort. Yeah. Mike Kerr. I was yesterday. KD is tomorrow. Krista Margot was the day before me. A lot of Libras on this team.
When you guys won championships in Chicago, Michael was the guy who made sure everybody stayed hungry the next year.
Yeah.
Who has that role here?
It's a good question. We all do. We all do. We don't have somebody like Michael who is going to bring it in practice every day to the point where everybody's ready to fight. We have our team's a little more low key, and so I've got to push a little harder. Our leaders have to push a little harder. We got to try to avoid the letdowns. I thought we had one today. I thought we had a poor practice today. Maybe it was inevitable after 4 really good ones. So hopefully we pick it back up tomorrow.
When you guys won last time, there was a lot of off-season dissing. They didn't do this, they didn't do that, and people kind of downplay the championship. Not so much this time. That seemed to drive the guys 2 years ago. When you win 73 games and then you come back and you win the championship, do you think is there a way to regain swagger, or did you ever lose it?
I don't think we ever lost it. I don't know. I think if anything, we're just more used to this. 3 years now of winning at a high rate and winning a couple titles, losing another one. So this has become our routine, which is a great position to be in. But there needs to be the awareness that doesn't mean it's lasting forever. Not only do you have to have the talent, but you got to keep the edge. If you lose the edge, this league is too tough. Teams are going to knock you off your perch. So I think that's where our motivation has to come from, is understanding how good our competition is, and the only reason we're going to win, the only reason we won last year and in 2015, because we have that combination of talent and edge. Can't lose our edge. We know we have the talent. The edge is up to us.